Well, hello from the European Championships in Birmingham. Well, Wednesday delivered, Cathal, didn't it? Oh my goodness. Rashida Adeleke won her semi-final to make it through to tomorrow's final in the women's 200 metres. Nicola Tuthill had a superb fifth place finish in the women's hammer. And earlier today, Mark English, oh my goodness, a championship record to win his semi-final of the men's 800 metres. But my goodness, Cathal, less than 3 weeks ago, Rashida just about got the qualifying time at her last attempt, her last chance for this 200 metres, and she comes out and she does that tonight.
I mean, it's remarkable to think she was almost not going to be here, and then she's just suddenly in 3 weeks become a medal contender.
Yes.
I mean, nothing's really off the table. You have to say, looking ahead to that final, Amy Hunt looks the overwhelming favourite. I mean, should run very close to 22 flat. That, I think, will be above everyone. But everything else is now a possibility, I think, which is just mad to think with an athlete like Rashida, who was in such bother 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. But I think a point she made tonight, I think, she wasn't really prompted to talk about it, but she did talk about it. The last 2-3 weeks since National, she's been in Dublin, back home, been at the Sport Ireland Institute. She credited Ciara McElhinney, Martina McCarthy. She just said mentally they've been helping her, physically they've also been helping her, and it's just brought her on that little bit. And as I suppose we said it a few times, like with a superstar talent like Rashida, you just need a clean run with injury, and that talent will shine. And my God, it did tonight.
Well, she was buzzing in the mix zone, Cathal, wasn't she? But like even from the off, and I know I said it to you at the time, as soon as she came up on the big screen when her name was announced, she just looked like she was just on it, and she was like in character, and she was ready to go, and a great finish. So what do you think is possible? Because I know I asked her tonight, like, so what do you think is possible? And like, she teased us. She teased us.
No pressure, guys, was what she actually said.
She was, yeah. But she honestly, this will get her competitive juices going just nicely. She will feel she's in with a chance, no doubt.
Yeah, you called it, Sinead. We should credit it. She said, Sinead, the attitude she had in the start, and she just said she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
She looks like she has the kind of body language that she had, is
does.
what you said, when she was really running out of her skin. And I mean, it was her old self, her younger self that we saw again tonight. That brilliant speed. I mean, yeah, 22.4. I think if she repeats that, she'll go very close. I don't think it's actually, because like, some athletes have had to run the next 2 rounds today. They're going to be tired, the ones who've had to do that, if they've made a final. Obviously, a lot of the big guns have had that bye, so it's only one race. But still, that takes a bit out of you. And even athletes take caffeine before most of them take caffeine. A lot of them can struggle to sleep the night before. That can affect the recovery. So it's really going to be, I think, about who can come out and run a 22.3 or 22.4, because I think that gets on the podium tomorrow night. And Rashida is fully capable of that.
Yeah, and she will want a good lane draw. What would be your preference for her?
She'll have her own preference, which I don't actually know, but I think Rashida's a very tall athlete, and you want to be kind of further to the outside. You certainly don't want to be the inside, but she's won her heat. That means with 3 heat winners, along with the fastest runner-up, they'll go into the lane draw for, I think, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So she could be anywhere, I think, in that range tomorrow. Yeah,
okay. So it is going to be an incredibly busy 20 minutes for us tomorrow evening, because we've got the final of the men's 800 metres just before 9:30, and then we've got that 200 metre women's final at 10 to 10. Mark English, wow, he absolutely scorched it today, didn't he? Down that home straight. A new championship record that has stood for like 48 years. Sensational performance. I mean, the body of evidence by him is just growing and growing, isn't it?
It is. I mean, Mark English has won 5 European medals. He's run amazing races. He's won Diamond Leagues, multiple Diamond Leagues. That was the best run, I think, of Mark English's career. To run a 1:43 in a semi-final, and just the coolness of it. It was like, athletes get trapped sometimes in situations and they panic and they're fighting and they're just wasting energy. He was trapped on the last bend. And what did he do? Absolutely nothing, because he knew, and he said to us, he's like, what I've been doing in training, he said, I knew in the last 70, 80 metres, when I went for it, it was there. And the experience of him as well, just to know that 95% of the time, if you wait and you're confident, we saw it with Ciara McGeehan in Rome, that gap does open.
That was it,
and it was just the sliver of light he needed with 100 to go. And so impressive. I mean, he's now odds-on favourite in the bookies to win tomorrow night. I think that might be going a bit far. He deserves to be favourite, but it's the men's 800.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's a chaotic event in general. unpredictable things happen, people get stuck in traffic, but I mean, he is now the man to beat.
Yeah, and he name-checked Max Bergen, who won the first semi-final, and he had a really strong finish as well down the home straight, and he had a bit of a virus or something in the lead up to the Commonwealth Games, which is why he didn't qualify for the final. But I asked him in the mix zone, I was like, oh, did you see Mark English like Justin? And he was like, oh well, hopefully they might have tired themselves out, but he's a big threat tomorrow. There's no doubt about it.
Huge threat. I think Max Bergen is the favourite coming in here before the championships, and I think a lot of people were starting to maybe write him off before they knew what was wrong with him at the Commonwealths, but he spoke about having that virus. He said he's over that, feels good again. So I think it's between the two of them. I think just judging visually off it, Mark looks to have a tiny bit, but you're talking, like, I think if they were both shoulder to shoulder the whole way around, there might be a metre between them. And then I think those two maybe might be 3 or 4 or 5 metres better than everyone else in it. But you're talking the margin for error with that. If you have to run an extra metre, that can cost you the gold medal. If you get trapped at the wrong time, can cost you a medal, full stop. So
he's never been more primed though, has he, Cathal, for gold?
And crucially, Mark English has made 5 senior finals in his career. He's got medals in all of them. Like, I think I'd be stunned if he doesn't win a medal tomorrow night, unless something major goes wrong with the tactics, the way he's running. And yeah, he is the man to beat. But again, it's all about just threading the most efficient path possible. And honestly, with his experience, there's no better man in the 800 than Mark English to do that.
I think, he is definitely going for gold tomorrow. And just obviously, Nicola Tuthill, I mean, a superb 5th place finish. She, again, was the youngest hammer thrower in the field in the women's final tonight. And like, again, just making that brilliant progress. Cathal, you've been watching her career over the year, and this is another just banquet of that experience. Finishing 5th, incredible.
Yeah, Nicola's very hard on herself. I mean, all athletes are. But
she said that again tonight. Yeah, she mentioned her PB being close to the hammer throw finished 3rd. Like, she was like, oh, a teeny bit disappointed.
So I know she'll be going home and thinking, yeah, 5th in Europe, it's great, but like, I threw 70 metres, and she's hard on herself if she's not up, because she threw 72 earlier this year, but some of her performances have just tailed off just a little, but she's so consistent. I mean, 9th 2 years ago at the age of 20, world final last year, 5th in Europe this year, and a under 23 record, 2nd on the Irish all-time list. I think the thing with Nicola Tuthill that everyone thinks when you look to her is she's a project 2028 and 2032 in Brisbane Olympic kind of. She can be a medal contender at them, and she went 72 years ago, 71 last year, 72 this year, and just creeping up those finishing positions. They're doing a great job with her, and I mean, this is just one more step up the ladder closer to the top in terms of, not that many people are talking about her now because she's not really up throwing the distances that you need to get a medal, but I think the way she's going, we'll be talking about Nicola a lot come the LA Olympics. Yeah,
so huge night tomorrow night. 2 finals, I say. We've got to get your prediction before we go.
I'm going to go gold for Mark. I'm going to go silver. Silver for Rashida.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, Cathal, thanks a million for that.